All right, at this point, I'm almost a month into 2025. And on the last Sunday of December, I committed to start doing a workout every single day on Apple Fitness Plus. And then on the 30th, I just started doing that, following the plan. I did 20 minutes of something, followed by a 10-minute mindful cool down every single day for 2 weeks. And then when I started the new plan with yoga and such, with yoga on the Mondays and Fridays, which are the days that I have the instant gratification job, I aborted that plan and then made Monday and Friday just rest days across the board. No, wait, I started with 20 minutes of yoga followed by a 10-minute mindful cool down, which was kind of a redundancy. So I went to I forget I don't have the exact details in front of me, but I did a workout a rather intense one every single day for the first 14 days of no, the first 12 days plus the last 2 days of 2020. I mean 2024. So yeah, and the 13th was the first day that I kind of skipped it. I mean, I I just did a walk on my watch. It was a solid hour-long walk from the instant gratification job to the supermarket to pick up a couple things and then home from there. I was like, "You know what? I don't have to do the yoga session. I can just push it off." I pushed it to the Tuesday the 14th after that, but instead of doing what I had scheduled for that day, I pushed that to the Wednesday the 15th, and then I did that and something else back to back before my virtual therapy intake appointment and got back up to speed. Yeah, I'm not, yeah, it took 2 weeks, but I wasn't perfect about it, but I refused to give up. And it's not like I was doing zero workouts and then suddenly doing them every single day. No, I was doing them less frequently over the course of November, December, because this was back when I was still deluded into thinking that going to Dunkin' for breakfast on the days that I didn't have a shift at the instant gratification job was a nice way to get out of the house. It wasn't. It was a waste of money. And I think you could argue that whatever health benefits I gained from walking there kind of evaporated as soon as I took my first bite. Maybe as long as I didn't get a donut or anything like that. I mostly just got the $6 meal deal and then just left it at, okay, the sugar from the iced coffee, I can kind of see why that would negate it. But overall, yeah, it was a complete waste of money. I'm glad I don't do it anymore. Getting back to fitness, like how working out's going. Yeah, I eventually aborted the plan for that and then start a new one that ends the day before I have jury duty, where I only have a 10-minute something else meditation, a 20-minute sleep meditation for that day. But already in the first week of it, I used the rest day to instead delay my workout from yesterday to today, and then today's to tomorrow, and then continuing along the originally planned 3 days, and then rest day on Friday, which isn't really restful because I'll have a shift at the instant gratification job. But also, I don't think that won't be too bad in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, the reason I decided to stop doing workouts on days that I have a shift at the instant gratification job is because I'm gonna be on my feet there all day. That's all I'm really gonna say about it. And in the event I get out early, I can easily walk home. And then the walking home would be an extended workout that would get my training load up if I do that. Even if it's just from there to the supermarket and my mom picks me up from the supermarket after I pick up what I need. Anyway, as long as I do something on Apple Fitness Plus every day, I'll feel like I'm getting my money's worth because of Apple One Premiere. And if I have to absolutely take a break, I can still use the meditations. I would still call that a win in terms of the value I'm gaining, even though you could argue, but Henry, you could just find guided meditations on YouTube. Well, it doesn't auto sync with my watch now, does it? Anyway, my real goal with this is to just not turn into Brendan Fraser from The Whale, a movie I could actually rewatch on Netflix now because of the month I'm going to be subscribed to it. Really depressing, but it does also show why you shouldn't let yourself go too much, or why you should stay as disciplined as possible with health things. And I've clearly shown that I am far from perfect. Yeah, it's the reason I decided to stop buying frozen pizza and instead make up to two big ones per week. And I cap it at two. But yeah, getting back to working out, another problem was that I got some lower back pain that I'm not going to let stop me. That's another reason I instituted the rest day, and another reason that I'm trying to follow the modifiers as best I can. For those of you who don't know, with Apple Fitness Plus, they usually have three people doing the workout, and then the one on the left shows modifications that make it easier. I remember one that I did several times, the times where the main trainer joined the modifier because she was pregnant. Then threw in a disclaimer they probably legally had to throw in there to prevent a lawsuit, where she said to ask your doctor about that if you're pregnant too. So yeah, I'm trying to do better on that, and I'm planning ahead, knowing what I want to do. I'm also not forcing myself to do it first thing in the morning, like before breakfast, because That's what I was doing up until this month when I decided, yeah, I can't keep doing that at 6:45. Plus, I also have been struggling to get out of bed earlier, most likely because of the cold. Well, I didn't really struggle when I had somewhere to be, but when I don't have anywhere to be, that's when I struggle to get out of bed. I'm seriously considering moving my phone's MagSafe charging puck stand to next to the TV so that I have to physically get up if I really want to look at my phone. Yes, there is the possibility that I will just go right back under the covers and check my phone. But I think it's possible that I'll be like, I'm already up, let's get this going. Yeah, it's a good thing that my watch doesn't have too much to occupy me with. Doesn't have too much that I can do on it with it because I use it to track my sleep. Yeah, I didn't eat breakfast until about 8:45 after I started making my homemade breakfast sandwich. That's another thing I'm trying to do better on with that. Like I said about the pizza things, I'm clearly not perfect with eating. I still have a couple of recipes from ChatGPT, but for breakfast, I decided to switch from frozen breakfast sandwiches to. At first, it was a breakfast bowl, which is where I took two eggs, scrambled them, and then cooked those on the stove, and then put it into a bowl. And then I added two microwavable little sausage patties because I decided I needed a little more than just the eggs. And then most recently, I bought a six-pack of bagels and decided to replicate the breakfast sandwich I get at Dunkin' as best I can. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold off on the cheese a little longer. But yeah, I can make my own version of the breakfast sandwiches I would get there. I'm like, Henry 1, Dunkin' 0. I've been good about staying away from the coffee creamer, the flavorful ones, and just siphon off the supply of half and half from my mom. Yeah, lunch in the interest of keeping costs down and not occupying my time during the day when I'm focused on YouTube stuff, and I'm gonna try getting back into writing more. Or when I'm grinding through a video game, I just open the protein bar, eat it, drink the can of sparkling water, and then I just get back to what I'm doing. Kind of like what Andrew Tate said about how you could order rotisserie chicken for delivery for $5. Boom, chicken, bang, eat, bang, back to work. Except you can't just get one rotisserie chicken and a bag salad delivered for $5. First off, you'd have to get them as part of a minimum amount of 30, 40, $50, depending on whether you have a paid membership with the place or not. And then there's adding the cost of the tip. Yeah, that's a complete lie right there from Andrew Tate. But he's not wrong about the whole timing thing. So that's why instead of the rotisserie chicken and bag salad, protein bar, can of sparkling water. Protein bar, bang, bang, eat, bang, back to work. So yeah, working out overall is going pretty good. I just have to remember to take care of other things as well and maybe not spend so much time on the video games. Like, I have until June when my Pokemon Home subscription expires, so I really need to take the pressure off myself to spend all my time on video games. So I'm going to leave it here for the video. Comment down below if you're working on fitness or doing better with your health in general. Give this video a like, subscribe for daily uploads. I'll see you soon.